Hey guys, this is Jella and welcome back to my channel. We are now part 7 in our No Gamepass Autumn Town series, and for this video, we will be making a post office. So when I made the town layout, a post office was actually not a part of my plan, but since you guys suggested, I had to figure out some space where I could build it. So since I moved the bakery over here, I managed to just use half of the building space in here for the bakery and this post office. So this is a 3x4 space, which is good for a small post office in a small town. So I used the same flooring from the bakery, but I changed the wall textures to a tile because I wanted it to look like an office building that is busy since this is a small town and all the mails, boxes of orders, and packages will be sent from here. I didn't use the usual counters, so instead I added a half fence and recolored it to a wooden brown. Then I added this desk and a chair for the staff. And at the back, we will be adding a large storage unit for the boxes and packages. Don't organize the boxes because the messier it looks, the more this post office would look very accessible, and I wouldn't say lived in since this isn't a house, but you guys get what I'm trying to say, right? Anyways, I've been to a post office to claim my mail, and to be honest, it wasn't what I expected it to look like. Or is it just not that good looking here in our country, hee. But I wouldn't mind since what can they do since it is a post office and all they see is paper, files, boxes, and a lot more of papers, hee. Anyways, I am just adding this file organizers. This are the important documents. And this pile of papers, which I recolored to cashmere, are mail inside the envelope. I changed the color so it would not look like a plain paper. Then I added this very modern and high-quality computer, hee. Why is it facing the wrong way? I have to rotate the whole table then. And of course we need a telephone on the side since this is a very busy business. The staff would have to do it alone, and I hope he or she gets paid enough for the service. I also added this clipboard since the customers need to sign on paper what they receive or what they will be sending. I just added a few office supplies on the table and also this cute pumpkin jar because this is an autumn town and we gotta have this fall decors. I also added a cabinet on this empty space and it fits just right. So this are more storage for the documents and other important files of the post office. I just added our pretend mails in here and this are not sorted out, so it's just placed there for the meantime. Anyways, I added this mailbox for those who like to do it themselves. But this is just for postcards and personal letters. Other mails have to go through the custom staff first by the table. I also added a bench seat for those waiting in line, and I found a small space for a trash bin, hee. But I will move this bin later since I will add a floor plant in the place of the bin. Of course we have to add this tall pumpkin. It looks so cute. I also added the small pumpkin decor above the mailbox, and we will be adding some clutters here for those needing to write down. I also placed the clipboard since they still have to sign if they sent their postcards or letters down the mailbox. Just adding this pen holder, but please return those pens cause this is the office property. And this is what I mentioned earlier that I would add a floor plant on the corner. But since the bench seat was kinda long, it took some space for the floor plant. So I did the delete undo technique so both the plant and the bench seat can be placed next to each other. And I wanted to add some greenery, that is why I added this plant. But I was hesitant to make it green since it is fall season, but I realized a floor plant doesn't depend on the season, hee. So green plant it is. Also adding more office supply like this stapler and tape dispenser, which I also added above the mailbox. I don't know why I added the stapler instead of the tape, hee. But anyways, to make the walls less empty, we will be adding a pin board. And I will just add a calendar and some notes, bills, or reminders on the board. I made the sticky notes white instead of yellow so it would look like a bill or a small note from the office rather than a sticky note. And I added the sticky note pages, but this will be like the postcards available for you to write on. I also added a chair on the side for the customers that will be assisted while the staff processes the mails or packages. Usually there is no seats for the customers in a post office, but we are in my town so y'all have seats here. I copied the door from the bakery shop as well as the windows because we will just use the same one since it is the same building. I wanted to add this paper leaves garland, but it wouldn't let me, so I will use the spider web garland instead and just place down a few on this wall. I moved it slightly down a bit because I will add a wall trim, and it might be covered by the trims if the garlands are too high up. I moved the garland that I placed above the cabinet since it wasn't visible from the people's point of view. so we will just place it on the side. The wall still looks empty, so I just added a wall clock, hee. I also copied the pumpkin mat and placed it in our front door as well. Since the windows also looked empty and plain, I added the planter in the whole front of this building. Let's also add some pumpkins by the door, and I will use the stacked pumpkins. It looks so cute having different sizes, and it kind reminds me of a snowman, but this is a pumpkin, hee. Anyways, I always add the lighting at the last part so I could see how the room lighting tone would be. And I am just using the sleek ceiling light and changed the color to linen. I also added a window at the back so it wouldn't look too claustrophobic inside. And yeah, we are finally done with the part 7 of our No Game Pass Autumn Town series. This is actually a last-minute choice of adding a post office, as this was a suggestion as well from you guys. Anyways, I think that this costed me more or less $15,000, but I will add the total plot value of the town in the description box below. So this building is right next to the school at the back of the grocery. And yeah, this is how the post office looks like outside. I didn't have the time to make a decal for the logo, and I think it would be better without the signage. Anyways, this is the inside of the post office, and yeah, it is nothing much, just a bunch of boxes, mails, and documents. So over here we have a seating area for those waiting. Don't want the customers to get tired standing up, hee. And this is the mailboxes if you would like to do it on your own. This is for postcards and personal letters only. So just grab a pen and postcard over there and log in the clipboard as well. And for the important documents, boxes, or packages, you will have to be here so the staff could assist you. This is also where some packages will be dropped off, so sometimes customers will also receive their parcel here. And over in this area is a very small space for the staff, with lots of boxes on the side, hee. So the staff here does a lot of work online, on paper, receiving and answering inquiries via phone. So yeah, that is our town so far. Thank you guys for watching the part 7 of our No Game Pass Autumn Town series. I would appreciate your support by giving this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also click on the notification bell so you won't miss the latest videos I upload. Help me reach 10,000 subs before 2024 ends. This would help me a lot, especially in making future videos for you all. Love you guys. All the build information will be in the description box down below. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, or night. Love you all and take care. See you on my next video.